picking no flowers for the season out soon.
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. Spins out of one stop. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A tight end in motion now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield. And a back who can show off his wheels.
Bails out of the pocket quick. That one's complete right side. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jared Verse on the tackle.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Catch is made in close. It's a Green Bay touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Right to the air, Burrow. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play action now, Burrow. Brought in right side. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
From the 39. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They're now set for 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. Touchdown, Minnesota. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This, our last play of the quarter. First down, Williams. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at first down here. Running this one left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Has a lane inside the 35. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Packers.
I'll be the one to say, Kate, he gets up to that second level, 15, 20 yards. We're rooting for him to take it to the distance. It's hard to do. It's tough to make a gain like this happen in the NFL, but as you saw, still even tougher to take it to the house.
And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working from the gun, Williams. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, I love this game from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Dumps it off to his running back. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, King. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Forced out to his right. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. So the Vikings sending out the field goal team here. This one from an even 40 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Throw left side, complete. Has some daylight through the 40. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Williams to throw on first. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 38 out of the play. And it'll be first down, Packers. Simple dive up the middle. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back-to-back carries here. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. He's on the move. Caught for big yards on the right side. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. Packers pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Vikings 10.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Hits him on the in route. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. From the 32. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Burrow. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings make it 17-all. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Launches one deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grab the lead on their first series of the half. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down from the red zone. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings tie this game up. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Chooses to bring this one out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Man in motion here. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Buys time, rolling right. That one's complete, right side. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time. 1st and 10 from the 41. Here's a handoff up the gut. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Williams will look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. 4th down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Looked like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And it's going to be Vikings football. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. All in left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. They've got 1st down from the 31. Burrow out of the shotgun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Put the body on the line for his team. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Blown back to the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
He's back to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. plowing up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Working from the gun, Williams. He puts some juice on a deep... They connect on the deep shot. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now trail by just a point in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off.
It didn't look like he ever really got a chance to fully get that play started, Kate. Just not enough time for him to work before they were all over him making that stop.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw it. That's completed right side. And he takes it in for a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings jump in front late. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on second down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Vikings make the play that should win them this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Trying the right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
On the move, headed right.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
They give it to him up the middle. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. So it's a win for the Vikings. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.